Hey, welcome to
Sister Talk.
So, hope everybody's having a good day, even though it's hot. If it's not, hope
You're
enjoy it.
so lucky.
Yeah, I'm kind of ready for winter, but then I'm not. But
Hell no, I don't want no damn winter. Snow and stuff. I hate snow. Like, I'm scared to drive in it. I mean, I'll drive in it, but I need some freaking anxiety medication to deal with that. And I don't like to be too cold. I don't like to be too hot. Spring is the perfect weather all year round for me. So I need to find somewhere to live that's spring all year round. Is it Florida? I don't know.
But we're not gonna really talk about mental
health, like
mental health awareness or anything. We're gonna wait until we have a special guest, one of our other sisters, come along and give us more point of views and more experience based from her point of view. So,
and because she's been there and she's also a really strong advocate, like I said, it's one of our other sisters, and she's a really strong advocate for mental health because one, she deals with mental health, and two, she has a lot to say and she has a lot of insight on mental health. And it's one of our favorite topics because we are walking proof of the challenges. But like we said, we would like her to be present, so there'll probably possibly be next week's webisode or whatever you want to call it. So we'll get to that later. But Michaela chose the topic of social media and how some people can misuse it and
take advantage of it. But there's good sides and bad sides, but we just kind of
it doesn't apply to everyone. We just want to talk about it because we actually had the conversation in the car, and we were like, whatever we say is not saying that it's everyone who does it.
We're not pointing fingers or trying to attack everybody. We're just kind of giving a point of view and pretty much a little fact and also just an experience based on how we see
other people use social media. Yeah, and it's just, I guess, more of our pet peeves and even learning experiences because we used to misuse social media in our opinion, and we realized the feedback we got was, kind of influence under us anyway. So if you're wondering, what's this no hate and lovely, show them your t-shirt.
I am different with my little handprint.
And the back says, I am me. So if you're wondering what that's about, me and my sisters came up with this project called I Am, which is kind of similar to the I Am Beautiful project, but it's not. So if you come up and it triggers like, hey, that's like the I Am Beautiful project, it did not stem from that. It was not the influence. Actually what inspired me on my part of the creative process, whatever you want to say, is because we're all different and we're learning to love ourselves, accept ourselves, and embrace our differences and to unite as a community, being individual and being authentic. And so I came to my sisters, Davy and Michaela, about it, and they were like, oh yeah, and then they also had these awesome ideas. And Michaela, of course, as you know, is a part of the LGBT community, and she chose to embrace that.
I chose to say different because different is very beautiful. I'd rather be myself than try and be like everybody else.
Or what society finds appealing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you don't want society to define you. You want to define yourself in the most creative and most outstanding way. Yes. So we chose to do this and also support autism, my sister's son. And it was very fun, and our sister, like we said, she did the no hate, which I love it.
Yes,
I don't want to take it all, but I have to.
She's so creative.
Yeah, so, if you're wondering why I got a little paint, it's because of the shirt I did. And
we weren't just playing in paint and wanted to show up in a video like, oh, yeah, shit, I forgot. Like, we actually, our sister took us to this really neat place with graffiti and, oh, excuse me.
A lot of art and creativity. A little bit was kind of not necessary, but, graffiti has so many ways of expressing yourself.
And your creativity.
Yep, so.
And she took us to a spot with her cool camera. And, we gave her ideas. She shared our ideas. We kind of just talked about it and then executed everything. And we chose Michaela and my son and her nephew as another candidate for the shoot because he's autistic and he has a lot of other health problems like epilepsy. And we were like, you know what? He's going to grow up. Really, he's already doing it now, like experiencing people bullying him and telling him he's different. And his self-esteem is already low because he knows that he learns differently. And he understands the world a little differently than what someone who doesn't have autism, so or even any other ability. I'll say, I hate saying disability because it's not disabling. You can go. You're
still human.
It. But we chose him. He put I am strong because he survived a lot of health problems and a lot of issues. And then he puts I am me on the back and some other characteristics about him that were very positive. So our motive behind that was to help people reach and voice the positive attributes of themselves and release it into the world and learn to love. You don't have to be this way because the crowd in front of you thinks it's okay. Be yourself, and if someone doesn't like it, okay. If someone likes it, okay. It's just all about embracing who you are as an individual and identifying yourself as who you are meant to be. So, of course, that's a long journey, but it's worth it.
And that's where the I am came from. So, again, it's just hashtag I am. There's no I am this, I am that. But the point of it is to define yourself in a positive way.
And what you think is positive.
What's something that defines you? I am beautiful. You hear that a lot, right? You are outstanding. You're funny. It could be something silly about yourself, because that's the positive thing about you, is that you want to uplift yourself and think something good about yourself. That's how you can get through life.
And it challenges people to really dig deep
and step outside the box,
right? And not think about everything they aren't, but everything that they are.
And
so we executed that today, and it was so much fun. And that's where all her creativity came from today. It was so much fun. And if you guys like the idea, get a white t-shirt, a couple of markers, write I am ... and then something bold in the middle, and then on the back put I am me, and then surround it with
get creative.
Other positive attributes or positive things about yourself. Take a picture, send it to us, post it, whatever, and tag us. We'll leave our social media information below. And we can join us on this mission. We just want to really focus on the positive and come together as a community and unite with positivity. It's like going in a positive direction. So anyways, moving on, as Michaela was saying.
It's cool. So we want to talk about social media, because social media is a big thing today, especially Facebook and I guess Twitter. I don't really like
and
Twitter.
Instagram.
Like yeah, Twitter.
And like Tumblr and all. I guess the main thing is Facebook, of course, that tops them all, I guess. For some people, but for most people, I guess. I don't know. But that's the big thing. That's what people use to communicate. Because, what are you looking at? Nothing. You know I have ADD. Do not do that.
But we just want to talk about some of the things that, social media has going on and stuff. One of my pet peeves, and I guess she may agree with this, she may have the same thing, is people who are indirect in their posts when they're talking about somebody or bashing or exposing, because that's the main thing. People want to expose somebody, whether it's a thought, a girl, boy, whatever.
Someone they're mad at.
Yeah. This is how I feel. If you're going to expose somebody, you might as well just straight go to their face and tell them, or you can tell them. Honestly, nobody wants to know their business about what y'all did last night or what the person said. It's not even that serious.
But you know what I feel like? Social media has really dampened people's ability to communicate verbally. It's it really was. Like, you go online when when you're mad. Don't let the, hood come out of me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not hood, guys. Don't even think that, because I'm not. No, but when people are mad, they go straight to freaking Facebook. Okay, I need to, I don't have a filter, guys, so bear with me. And they go straight Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, put these indirect posts. Is that necessary? Why not just take the same amount of time you just invested in that post to that person and be like, hey, I dislike this, this, and this.
Y'all call yourself mature and adults, but you can't even make a direct post about somebody. If you don't want them to see it, why don't you go tell it to their face, or text them?
If it's indirect, they want you to see it.
Yeah, but
that's immature. Like, most of us are adults. Okay, I can't speak for the teenagers and the young children right now, even though
teenagers take Facebook too far.
This has really dampened our ability to communicate. Instead of being like, Michaela, I don't like how you talk to me today. I'm not, it just hurt my feelings. And then in turn, she could be like, I'm sorry, it wasn't taken that way. I just didn't like this. And then sit there and come to solutions. Some people just kind of keep dabbing, throwing daggers, and it explodes. And no one communicates anymore. Even if you do go on social media, do it privately. It's not everyone's business about what your issue is with the other person or a group of people. Just look, this is how, and now you have the ability to send group messages. Okay, so you can't always say, let's have a meeting, we need to talk. So you can call over the phone or do group messages, text messaging, Facebook Messenger, other messengers allow you to add other people, CC people anyways, and be like, this is how I feel. Some people aren't going to like it. Some people want to find a solution because they don't want it to affect the relationship long term. But people don't even get out. Other people have the chance to talk about it. They just put it on Facebook.
Y'all just want to expose them, and that's all half the people are is exposing. But then they get mad when somebody puts you in your place. You call yourself mature, then how about tell the person how you feel?
Mature is owning up to with the issue, owning up to what you've done, taking accountability of what you've done, and expressing yourself truthfully, and then allowing the person to respond. And that's another issue that comes in with social media. Like, people just gotta like talk over or just like make a point and totally miss what the other person is saying, and you don't even take a chance to be like, okay, she wasn't being nasty, okay, this is how I feel. And it's just, I see a lot of it today. I used to be that person. I used to go to social media for the wrong reasons. Instead of connecting with friends, past friends, making new friends, and sharing my experiences through life and my journey, I just treat it as a therapist. Okay, we can all go get therapists once a week or however many times a week and express our feelings in a safe place, get it all out to help us rationalize and feel better so that we can either move on with life or approach and address that issue at a later time with the person we have an issue with. But nowadays people use it as therapy, as a way to attack, and it's really unnecessary.
I mean, it's okay, like Amanda said, it's okay to, express yourself. For me, I put some things that I have on my mind up there and stuff like that, but there's certain ways that some things are meant for the world to know.
Right.
Because once they know, it's there. You can delete it, remove it, edit it, whatever. Somebody already knows about it, so guess what? It's going to be passed around to everybody. Even if they don't know you, they're going to hear about it.
And you just created a wildfire by, having people
created a fireball, girl.
Right. And now you got people talking about it, and later down the line, they may approach you and be like, well, what happened with you and so-so? Who was that towards? Like, it's unnecessary crap.
And that making indirect posts is going to cause more of a conflict because some people aren't dumb. If you wait to post something after what happened, people are going to know who you're talking about. It's automatic. It's instantly noticeable that they know who you're talking about, pretty much.
Right.
They'll be like, you don't even have to tell them their name, and they can tell you a million times, oh, it's not about you, it's not about you.
We just gotta talk about that.
I'm going to let you be like that, but I know what the post is about, sweetheart, and if you have a problem, just speak about it now. Honestly, this is how I feel. If you have a beef with somebody or you don't like something, don't really post about it. I mean, Facebook was supposed to be something nice and fun. Now it's about exposing. You got sexual stuff on there that kids don't even see. And then you got kids who are lying about their age or God knows what, doing all this stupid stuff.
Get involved in unnecessary adult drama.
Right. Like, oh my gosh. And Facebook was supposed to be where they're supposed to remove that negative stuff, and no, like everything is on there literally that nobody needs to see.
Concealer.
It's like I would feel embarrassed to have my family or friends see some of this unbelievable stuff online. I mean,
it's giving people.
Social media is all cool and stuff, but it's not the same. I mean, it's not even safe like that because that's how people get bullied for one. That's how there's so much conflict and drama. Like, people don't even like talking to people because of stuff like that. You're exposing people for what? Like, what is that proving to you? You're not becoming a bigger person.
What is that
You're just a low standard person that has no life at this time and just has no common sense of talking to that person or approaching them. Like, if you want to fight them, that's on you. That's your stuff. But exposing them, screenshotting and all that, that's childish. Grow up now. You could be 25 or 30 or something like that. You want to expose somebody who's running their mouth.
Or put your business on there. And a year from now, what does it matter? That
right, even though you're exposing them, you're putting your business out there too. Because, of course, it's going to be connected to what you're dealing with or